Takes Radio Company on this 4th of July presents an introduction to the Jesus Entrepreneur. That's right, the Jesus Entrepreneur. And today you are invited to become just that, a Jesus Entrepreneur. And here's the story. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stan, the Radio Man. And this is Friday, and it's the 4th of July in the United States of America. It's the Independence Day, the celebration of the birth of a nation. And it's always a big day. It's right in the middle of summer. And of course, that means there's a lot of outdoor activities and there's parades. And of course, there's fireworks galore. And that was always a fun thing for particularly me as a child. I thought that was fascinating and still is as an adult. Of course, when we had a little doggy, some of you know what the problem was, that on fireworks night, you had to, take your little dog or grab your big dog and try and hold them because were always afraid of all the fireworks going off. Well, there are a lot of good memories about the 4th of July. And like every celebration, sometimes there are some difficult memories. That's how life goes. Now, what I'd like to do today is, first of all, just simply note that we are in for changing times. President Donald Trump will celebrate on the evening of today because he was able to pass his legislation, which he believes is going to be transformative for the American experience. He even uses such words as kind of a new golden age. Well, of course, the opposition feels that that's not going to be the case. And again, I'll use Donald Trump's words where he oftentimes says, well, we will see what will be. But what it does mean is that significant changes have been made that are going to affect, first of all, the state of the American and obviously world economy. It's going to have a number of changes in terms of social and economic policy in the United States. And that will affect us all as we're seeking, as I oftentimes say, to be fully alive and to live well. No matter what your faith, your no faith, your ethnicity, your political affiliation, that is something we seek, that people, you and I, that we will experience one of the magic, wonderful words that I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes. We will be fully alive. We will flourish. Flourishing. Big, bold, beautiful word. Flourishing. Now, for me, after a number of years of stops and starts, we finally actually have the Christian Entrepreneur Network and its flagship program, How to Be a World-Class Jesus Entrepreneur, and it is off and running. And please keep in mind that every venture takes a long, long time to really get going. Someone told me one time that a guy named Honda, Mr. Honda, don't know anything more about it. It was just kind of a legendary story that when he started Honda Motors, it took him 14 years to really get the company going until he could actually find somebody, since he was a design engineer, find somebody who could be an operational manager and operator for the company. Yeah. To start a new enterprise, to build your own Starship enterprise, takes a long time. And there are a number of, as some would say, train wrecks and horse wrecks that take place until you finally begin to get it right. And then you perhaps are continually adjusting and modifying and changing. Now, I am offering now, and it just was put out finally after about a year of work, a little 30-page book, and let me just show it to you. There it is. It's called The Jesus Entrepreneur. 7 principles and practices to be a Jesus entrepreneur. And it doesn't even have my name on the title. You'll see that my name is one of other names on the second page, but it's not important. My name is not important. The title is important, and the description of what it will do, or hopefully be able to tell you a little bit more, is what matters. And it's just maybe 20, 30 pages. Now, is that a real book? Well, of course it can be a real book. Why do we think that a book has to be 300 pages or 250 pages? And I've dealt with editors all my life who think that. And I say oftentimes with a little bit of a chagrin, yes, that was a good book. They had 30 great pages of real important information, and they crammed it into 300. You get the point. So, as I'm helping men and women now to become broadcasters and publishers, I'm saying, remember that. Remember that. And so, this is a small book. Now, I could say something like this. This is what most people say in our world today. This is life-changing. Have you ever heard that? Oh, if you get this class or this course or this product, it's life-changing. And then some go and say, this is world-changing. Yeah, will it change the world, really? Well, not many of us will change the world. We might change a part of our world, and that's something that's very doable, but probably not world-changing. But who knows? It might. I simply want to suggest that I'm going to offer this book free. It is also on Kindle, and right now it is $3. And I would appreciate maybe you'd buy the Kindle version, and so you could read it in your electronic book on your iPad or your phone or something like that. However, if you simply want to have a sample of it, if you'd like to just say Stan at witradio.net, I'll be glad to send you the PDF of the book, which is a different kind of book. It's a BOOX, which is a new invention that our company has come up with. It's a book that is different, and it might even change the publishing industry. Not change the world, but certainly the publishing industry, because it is meant to be a book that always keeps going and growing, and that you can be an author and a contributor to, and it will have media. It's not just a printed page book. It's a start to a new beginning. So here we are again. That's the book, just simply The Jesus Entrepreneur. And by the way, here are 7 words that the book is about. Number 1, the most important word in the world, in many ways, service. Okay. Number 2, spirit. Spirit. Number 3, create. Create. Make something. Number 4, here's the big one, the big R word, risk. Risk taking. In a world full of people who are security seeking, you need to be risk taking. Number 5, Fix it. Fix it. I guess that's 2 words. Fixing. The world needs people who can fix things. Number 6, flourishing. Flourishing. Living well. All kinds of things that happen when you learn how, and God wants you to flourish. Flourishing. Number 7, teaching. Teaching. The master entrepreneur who we are talking about. The whole big deal is about Jesus, who probably started working at the age of 12 and worked in the family business as an entrepreneur for about 18 years, and then went out and started his own company, his own mission. And he did so as a master entrepreneur, and in 3 years, he built a company that changed the world, and still is. And we're going to see if we can figure out just how he did just that. And I think you'll be surprised. I think you'll be delighted. I think it'll give you new insights that you never saw before. I remember the business manager of a large bank, and which I gave the same principle, but I just didn't tell the origins of it. And he came up to me and said, "Stan, that is one of the most brilliant ideas I've ever heard on how to develop a small business. Where in the world did you learn that from?" And I just simply smiled and said, "That's another story." So that's where we are today. And we are on the 4th of July having our own personal fireworks. We have right after that a little book that's about 50 pages, which will actually be right there. Not just the Jesus entrepreneur, but how to become one yourself so that you can build your own starship enterprise. That's the goal. To live well, to be a little bit of the creator of your own destiny, to make a major contribution, to be compensated well, to learn how to give and be generous to others. There we go. That's the end of our 4th of July show. We have no fireworks to shoot off, but I would be grateful if you would order the book, or if you would just simply ask for the book. If nothing else, just be a little bit curious, because going forward, as we go into the second part of 25, we can truly help you not only survive, but thrive. Best and blessings to you, and hopefully we'll be in touch to make it the second half of 25, truly the year that at least changed our world. Bye for now.